Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekly Whir. Now today's episode comes with an opinion that's mine, and it may be considered unpopular, so brace yourself. Modern video gaming is, for the most part, boring. No, please don't kill me, I'm sorry. No, wait, no I'm not. Sorry, not. Allow me to elaborate a little. We've come a long way since the days of proudly displaying the number of bits on consoles to remind you of how powerful the system was. Mom, I want a Mega Drive, it's 16 bits! What does 16-bit mean? But the problem for me is that although consoles can now provide amazing, near-lifelike graphics, sometimes I feel that in most cases that the fantasy of the actual game is lost. Don't get me wrong, there are exceptions. Limbo is an amazing example of simplicity and atmosphere, caused mostly by the use of copious amounts of tracing paper. And as for Journey, well, I was amazed that one simple game could make me feel all of the things! And I was only watching a friend play it. Maybe it's because I'm old, and I come from a time where I remember games coming on cassette tapes and taking 6 months to load. For those who don't understand, click on the screen now, you'll be taken to a video of the Spectrum ZX version of Outrun loading in real time. I suggest you turn the volume down and don't watch it if you have like epilepsy issues or anything. The cartridge-based consoles, like the NES, the SNES, the Mega Drive, etc., all sort of pretty much removed loading times, but in their place came the fun problem of blowing into your cartridge if it didn't work when you turned it on, which isn't as bad as it sounds, honest. The graphics were simpler, but you actually believed the worlds that you were being thrown into, unless you were playing games like Altered Beast and Super Thunderblade, which were freaking awful. Somehow it felt like there was more variety back then. For every Sonic and Mario game you could find on the shelves, there was something a bit wackier, like Comic Zone or Earthworm Jim or Simon the Sorcerer or Monkey Island. Whereas nowadays I find it a lot harder to maintain my excitement when every other game is a first-person shooter. Or maybe it's just because I'm not very good at them. Anyway, another thing I loathe about today's gaming is what I would call the tutorial level, or if I'm playing a modern Sonic game, what I would call Omochow's disease. Why must level 1 of every game nowadays tell you how to play the game? The SNES game Demon's Crest began by throwing you into a boss battle with no explanation, so if you hadn't read the manual first, you were screwed. And as well as tell you what the buttons do, the manual also provided you with a little bit of backstory. Not that Sonic or Mario ever needed much explaining. Robotnik! That the bloody woman! So given the choice, I would much rather turn on my Mega Drive and sink another couple of hours into playing Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles, or something like Rocket Knight Adventures, over Call of Battlefield Modern Team Deathmatch Shooty Bang Bang 6. Because I'll be enjoying myself a lot more. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments and leave me your random questions. We're doing well, I think we're almost halfway now, and I'll see you next Wednesday.